Hello there, Rebel, and welcome back to my life. Feels weird to be doing this again after a few weeks off. I'm only just recovered from a crazy, intense writing schedule to finish Were Mage. But today, I don't want to talk about what's been going on recently. I want to talk about something that's going to be happening in the very near future. On October 14th and 15th, I'm going to be in Minneapolis at a convention called Nerdcon Stories. It's a convention about storytelling and the communities that form around stories. It's kind of a writer's convention, but it's kind of not. It's also kind of a convention for people who really love books and films and comics and video games, but it's kind of not. It sounds like I don't know what the convention is about. I do. It's about stories. But to a lot of people out there, that doesn't mean anything, and that makes me really sad. Like for me, it's enough that this convention was created by Hank Green and Patrick Rothfuss, two incredible storytellers whose work I really admire, and that it is about storytelling. That makes me want to go. I know I'll probably learn a lot about storytelling, which is important to me as a writer, but I would want to go even if I wasn't a writer, because before I wrote stories, I read and watched and played them. I've always cared about what goes into a story and how that affects the broader picture of human society. All of history, for example, is essentially one big long story, supported or not by facts we've been able to dig out of the past, and how that story is told and by whom affects everything. But it seems like me, and other people like me, are in pretty short supply, because Nerdcon Stories attendance this year is low enough that it looks like they might not have it at all next year, or ever again. I can't even really explain how upset this makes me. I tried, though, in a very long, mostly whiny Tumblr post. I thought this convention was a surefire success, but apparently the lack of enough really big names in attendance means that people don't consider it to be very valuable. So I have decided that I'm going to do a thing, capital A, capital T, in an attempt, probably a useless one, to encourage more people to attend the convention. And if it doesn't get more people to go, it's still something that I want to do for people who are going to go anyway because they feel the same way about storytelling that I do. If you get your ticket to Nerdcon Stories, let me know. We can hang out there if we want, or not, if you don't want, and you can just tell me afterwards, but I'm going to produce a special book for you and only for you. I will never sell this book online or in person. It will only exist and be put in the hands of people who attend this year's Nerdcon Stories. In the book will be two novellas set in the world of Underrealm. If you've been reading the books already, you're gonna love the stories. They will blow your socks off, I promise. They are crossover stories, one between Lauren from the Nightblade Epic and Eben from the Academy Journals, and the other between Lauren and Mag from Tales of the Wanderer, an upcoming Underrealm series you've already heard about. In addition to the novellas, I'm going to include a butt ton of essays and entries on backstory. We're talking about character profiles, stories from Underrealm's history, all kinds of bonus content that you have never been able to see anywhere else before. The book will also have a map. The best quality map that I can make based off of the map that I use when I'm writing the stories. And finally, it will have a master timeline. The master timeline. The one that I use while I'm writing the books to keep all of the events in order by date. That's a whole lot of stuff. It will probably be at least 100 pages of bonus content. Maybe more, maybe 200, I don't know. I should state, I cannot tell you for sure when you will get it. I only just came up with this idea. I have to get a cover made, I have to compile it, etc., but it will be as soon as I possibly can. If you can't make it to Nerdcon Stories for financial reasons or whatever, I do understand. I was totally in that boat last year. The content in this book will be available in other places, in other formats, but it will never be compiled all in one place like this. And the cover and the novellas will never be in print anywhere else. So call it the ultimate collector's item. Because again, storytelling is really important to me. This convention is really important to me. More important than I can properly convey here because I'm better at writing words than I am at saying them. And it would be really great to meet and share my stories with other people who feel the same way. Thank you so much for watching, Rebels. I appreciate your time, I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your love of stories and storytelling, and I will see you on Monday. Bye! Oh, also, there is a discount code for the convention. If you use the code DFTBA at checkout, you get 20% off your ticket. Don't forget about that. Okay, bye!